What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and today we're going to do something a little bit more fun. We're going to be going over my top 5 super hot fire crazy takes for the 2023-2024 way too early predictions of things that are going to happen with absolutely no information, no insider knowledge, no nothing. We're just going to take wild stabs in the dark and hope and go for maximum chaos. And that's what these 5 takes are. And let's just see. Maybe I'm right. Probably not. But let's start with the draft coming in this April, the soonest thing happening. And teams haven't finished evaluating their players. The lists haven't been really finalized. And so right now is the time to get a hot take out. So here's the hot take. Not only will 1 quarterback, not 2, not 3, but 4 quarterbacks are going to be taken within the top 10 of this year's NFL draft. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Levis, and Anthony Richardson are all going within the top 10. An extra added little tidbit on the super hot fire take of 4 QBs in the top 10. I think Will Levis is going to be the first quarterback taken off the board. Now, I don't have him as QB1 in my rankings. We'll get into that in a later video, talking about my positional rankings and all of that stuff. But Robert Saleh Jr., DeMeco Ryans, has been hired to the Houston Texans if he brings with him one of the Shanahanites from the Shanahan system to Houston to be an offensive coordinator. We know how enthralled Kyle Shanahan was with the likes and the athleticism of Zach Wilson, and they traded up in hopes that the Jets would take Justin Fields at 2 and willing to take Trey Lance. If we were to comp any of these guys in this draft class to have the skill set and the talent ability of Zach Wilson, it's Will Levis. So super hot fire. Will Levis is the first quarterback taken of the 4 quarterbacks taken in the top 10 of the NFL draft. Let's on to the second hot take. We're going to have 4 coaches fired next year and 2 retirements next year. I think that there are going to be 3 coaches that are fired before the year is over, 1 coach that's fired on Black Monday, and 2 retirements. Kevin Stefanski, bye-bye. You're going to be gone. I don't think the Cleveland Browns are going to have a good year or successful start, even with Deshaun Watson. And then that ownership group in Cleveland is not patient. They're going to fire Stefanski and try to turn the ship around, since they just gave Deshaun Watson a massive amount of money. Mike McCarthy won't make it to the bye week. He's going to get fired because he's going to be calling plays, and it's not going to go well. Todd Bowles, great defensive coordinator, shouldn't be a head coach after losing Tom Brady. This team is going to fall apart. They lost their best coach in Byron Leftwich. Todd Bowles doesn't make it to the end of the year. The coach that gets fired on Black Monday is going to be Ron Rivera. I don't know if they're going to be able to find a quarterback in this quarterback cycle that's going to really elevate their team. And I don't know. Maybe he gets fired. And then the 2 retirements, we're finally going to be rid of Bill Belichick. I think next year might be Bill Belichick's last year after what is my assumption going to be a horrible year by the New England Patriots. Again, not making the playoffs. Again, and just a bad team overall. I think Bill is going to retire and walk off into the sunset. And then, unfortunately, the other retirement that I see maybe happening if they win the Super Bowl this year and if they maybe, have a really good run next year is Andy Reid. Andy Reid might be wanting to hang up the sticks. He is 64 years old. He does have some health issues, and again, it's not a super hot fire take if I don't have a super hot fire take. So 6 coaches are gone next year, 3 fired in the middle of the season, 1 on Black Monday, and then 2 retirements. Number 4, and this is where we're going to get crazy. Multiple franchise quarterbacks are going to be traded in the middle of the season before the deadline. My eyes immediately go to the Arizona Cardinals trading Kyler Murray and the Baltimore Ravens trading Lamar Jackson. I don't think that relationship is going to mend itself. I think they're going to franchise tag Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is going to refuse to play, and some team is going to go trade for him in the middle of the season. Same thing is probably going to end up happening in Arizona. Not the whole franchise tag situation, but they're going to trade Kyler Murray, because I don't think the new head coach is going to want to work with a short quarterback who's addicted to Call of Duty. And we might see Arizona blow it up early and restart their rebuild as quickly as possible. Take the dead cap hit in years that don't matter to start building a better team for the future. And maybe some other guys maybe get moved. If Mike McCarthy gets traded, maybe the Dallas Cowboys will look at trading Dak Prescott. That probably won't happen, but it's a hot fire take. That's the point. And so, yeah, multiple, not just one, but multiple franchise quarterbacks get traded before the deadline. And number 5, some AFC East quick shot bullet points. I think, and this is in part to Gitmo Bob kind of convinced me here, I think Tua Tagovailoa retires this year. And I'm talking about like either before week 1 or like in the middle of the season, he's going to retire. He's had too many concussions. He's had too many injuries. It's not a good look. He shouldn't be playing. At this point, it's a detriment to his health. He needs to watch out for himself and really take care of himself. That's very, very important. Then the other thing is the Buffalo Bills offense is going to continue to struggle and fall apart, and they're going to fire their offensive coordinator in the middle of the season. He has no business running that offense. That offense was as efficient as it was last year because of Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs and not because of the offensive coordinator. He should be fired. He will be fired in the middle of the season. And the New England Patriots will not have a winning record. I think they're going to go 6-10 next year. And those are my AFC predictions without getting into the Jets and trying to be a homer take. Guys, let me know what you think of my top 5 Super Hot Fire takes. I thought this was a fun video. Let's have some fun. It's the offseason, right? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Give me some of your Hot Fire takes. And last but not least, go Jets.